I get to the job portion. I'm like, hey, where are you working right now? She said that she hasn't found a job here yet. No job. Okay. So I move on to him as a co-buyer, and I'm asking him the same questions, address, all of the things, social security. Then I ask him about his job. He then proceeds to tell me that he's been unemployed for a year and that he doesn't plan on getting a job anytime soon. He's actually trying to file for disability.
And he said that because
he told you that. Okay.
put him as
I bet
the
he
leader,
did.
that
I bet he did. Little twerp. You're dealing with a child. That's the problem.
What's your biggest money mistake, if you will?
Getting a car that we actually paid triple for.
How does that even work?
Just financing.
Imagine a mistake so bad that it costs you 22% interest rate every month. And imagine going into a dealership with no cash, no money, no job, and bad credit. Those are the videos that we're going to react to today. So if it's your first time, my name is MJ. In this channel, we discuss financial literacy, avoiding debt, and how to make better financial decisions through other people's experiences. If those spark an interest, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe and support the channel. Leave your thoughts and opinion down below. And without further ado, we're going to jump straight into it.
Hey y'all, I'm sitting in the Mirage in the showroom just because I wanted to chat with my people real quick. We got to do better. Let me give y'all the situation first, and y'all tell me what y'all would do. So there was a couple and their kid that came in the other day. They came in a Mirage. I can't remember what year it was, but I knew that they wanted to trade it in. The issue was that it was too small for them. They needed something bigger. Mind you, they traveled all the way from Montana in this small vehicle with their big dog, their kid, and them. So already off rip, I'm like, okay, this is a good situation because it's always good when somebody's bringing in your brand and trying to trade it in for the same brand. You kind of have an upper hand there. We get to talking, I sit them down, I welcome them in, and I'm kind of just asking, what are you trying to accomplish today? What is your goal? As far as payment, as far as what you're trying to spend, your budget, all the things. I turn to the lady as we're talking and I ask about credit. She tells me her credit is about a 5 out of 10 on a scale from 1 to 10. I asked the guy the same question. He says his is crap. It's even worse than hers. He says his is a 2. So I'm already thinking in my head it's going to be a little challenging, but it's nothing that we can't get past. So at this point in my head, I'm already assessing the situation and I'm like, I'm going to go ahead and do a credit app. That way, I'm not getting all excited on anything. I'm not running ragged outside trying to find a vehicle, that I think is going to work. Let me just go ahead and get the credit. So I'm asking her questions, I get to the job portion. I'm like, hey, where are you working right now? She said that she hasn't found a job here yet. No job. Okay. So I move on to him as a co-buyer, and I'm asking him the same questions, address, all of the things, social security. Then I ask him about his job. He then proceeds to tell me that he's been unemployed for a year and that he doesn't plan on getting a job anytime soon. He's actually trying to file for disability. Now you tell me what you would do. After this, I'm kind of just reassessing the situation. What's the goal? What am I trying to accomplish here? And the last thing that got me was that they didn't have any money down. And they've barely been at their place of residence for more than a week. And it's just really frustrating because I understand that you're in a situation and I really do want to help you out. But how do you come to a dealership and expect me to pull magic tricks out of my sleeve? Really, because what am I supposed to do when neither of y'all have a job and you have $8,000 of negative equity? Y'all tell me what y'all would do in that situation.
First of all, let's be real, right? We're going to be 100% right for a second, because if you are in this situation as a salesman, it's a waste of your time. You know what I'm saying? A person that has no cash, no credit, no job, zero down, right? You're not buying a car right now. You're not buying a car from no dealer, not a bank, not from your cousin who knows a guy. What you need to do is you need to think, rationalize. You have a child. You're already $8,000 negative in that Mirage already. That little car that you drove that far to waste your time is already a waste of time, not just for the salesman, but for you as a human being. Time is very expensive. Money and time is way more expensive. This situation is basically trying to order Uber Eats with a dead phone. That's how bad the situation is. You're not only wasting your time, you're not only just embarrassing yourself, you're not only just trying to live in poverty for the rest of your life. Like you are in a very impoverished situation, but then you want to get a car loan. Why not just keep that car? What's wrong with just doing the boring things in life? Here's the thing, right? You don't get rich by chasing comfort at the end of the day. You get rich by enduring discomfort intelligently. What is happening here is not intelligent. It's a complete waste of time. And what they really need to do is they need to get stable first. They need a job. They need to work on their credit. They need to have living history. They need to have work history. Take care of priorities, people.
And I've been having this real issue lately. He believes that he can spend the money any way he wants because he earns it, because he works for it. And because I stay at home, I can't spend it because the luxuries of being at home with our son, like the power and the water, are my little luxuries that I get.
How old is this little boy?
He is 25. I have been told that I should just let him deal with the finances because he's the man of the house.
Whoever told you that's as dysfunctional as he is? Who told you that? His mother?
No, that was him. He said that.
Oh, he told you that. Okay. I bet he did. I bet he did. Little twerp. You're dealing with a child. That's the problem.
And I mean, I try to save money where I can.
Honey, that's not the point. Let me back up and tell you the way this should be. The way it should be is when you are married, regardless of where the income comes from, we have an income. We both have a vote on where every one of those dollars goes. My wife has not worked outside the home in about 40 years. She has an incredible income because we have an incredible income. Okay. And she gets to decide with me what we will do with our income. Are you hearing these words clearly? None of that's happening here. Just because I earn the income.
You're basically calling it a partnership. Marriage is a partnership. Follow along.
Ramsey, and with the things I do in my life, and she doesn't have an earned income personally, does not invalidate her power or her right to a vote inside the household. She has the same exact rights as I do, not only morally and spiritually, but legally she does. And if he thinks he's in control of his income, let me teach him what a divorce attorney will teach him. He's not in control of his income. They're going to take a big old chunk of it and give it to you and the kid to take care of the kid. So he really does not have as much power as he thinks he has in the law, much less morally, and he's relationally bankrupt. You treat your wife this way, you won't have a wife long. Because, honey, you may put up with this for a while, but you're going to wake up in a few years and go, I'm done with you.
I'm going to be honest with you guys, right? I am in the same position. My wife stays home. She takes care of our two beautiful children. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't have to worry about bills. She doesn't have to worry about nothing. And on top of that, we have a joint account where the expenses gets taken out. And on top of that, and this is not a flex, you know what I'm saying? This is just that men have to do what men do. You got to take care of your family. Marriage is a partnership. Shout out to Dave Ramsey. I mean, at the end of the day, this one, he's spot on. Marriage is a partnership. It is not a dictatorship. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? My wife also, on top of that, gets a allowance. Every week I give her some sort of money. And that money is outside of the family. Like, that's for her to spend. Whatever she needs, upkeep, maintenance, whatever she wants to buy, that's on her. Because taking care of children is not easy. You know what I'm saying? My job is to provide. My sole job as a human being is to provide for my family. I chose the woman, the children, you know what I'm saying, come with the marriage. They have to be taken care of. You know what I'm saying? This kind of feels like financial abuse at the end of the day. Financial protection, especially with your wife, especially if she's a stay-at-home mom, is really important. You could pass away. You also need to take care of businesses, and you need to take care of priorities and put her as a beneficiary in your bank. You know what I mean? Like, you got to take care of the kids. You might die one day. What investments do they have? Your wife has spent 10, 15 years staying at home. What does she have to show for it? It's bigger than anything. And at the end of the day, the government looks at you guys as one commodity. Like, you guys are one faction. You know what I mean? Household income. What they mean by that is, how much money do you guys bring in together? It's a partnership.
What's your biggest money mistake, if you will?
Getting a car that we actually paid triple for.
How does that even work?
Just financing.
Oh, no. What kind of car was this?
2020 Equinox, Chevy Equinox.
Okay, what'd you pay for the Equinox?
It was actually 21,000,
Okay.
and we probably paying about 40,000.
Is that because of crazy interest rate? How does that?
Yes.
What was the interest? Do you remember?
22%.
Yes. All the things. Yes, we did all the things.
22% interest on a car loan.
Yes.
Were you married at the time?
Yes.
What did you think about this?
Listen.
Did
at
you
the
know
end of
about
the day-
this?
Yes.
I like her responses. Yes, it's a very serious situation, and she understands how serious that damage control has to be. This was a crazy, crazy decision. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, is the devastating art of the middle class. Spending money you don't have to make a decision that costs you triple on what that car costs. Like, this is the situation where, you know, we like to blame the system, but the system is doing what the system is made for it to do. It's to keep people poor through shiny objects and adornments and cars and houses and vacations. You know what I mean? Like, comment down below if you ever had a 22% interest rate. You need to refinance ASAP and try to pay off this car instantly. You know the system doesn't want you to be rich, right? It wants you to be comfortable, just comfortable enough for you to keep consuming, just anxious enough for you to keep working. And this is what's going to happen. You're going to work because you're anxious about the debt. You're under duress. When you're under duress, you know what happens? You make bad decisions. The thing about wealth. Here's the thing about just making good decisions in life, right? Wealth isn't about how much you earn. It's about how much you keep after subtracting stupidity, after subtracting dumb decisions. They need to refinance ASAP. And these cars is what's keeping people comfortable. It's the golden handcuffs. But again, like I said in another video, right? You don't get rich. You have to get rich through enduring discomfort. Right? You know what made me disgusted, like I said in other videos that I've recorded in this channel? What made me disgusted is the fact that you have to work egregious hours. Let's say the car costs $400. You have to literally put in how much your hourly is, and then how much the car payment is, and then see how much hours you have to put in. Say you have to put in 25 hours to just make the car payment, another 10, 15 hours to make the insurance. Who's that? That's almost 40 hours that you have to do. So 1 week just went straight to the car. Do you call that slavery? I think you have to call that slavery. I think it is what it is. We're going to call a spade. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in this far. Thank you so much. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in any of the videos that I reacted to here. Let me know. I really want to know what you guys think. With all that being said, right, be good, do good, and I'm going to catch you on the next one. Peace.